Good evening, everybody. How is everybody doing? Let me know if you're with us live. And if you're listening to this as a podcast, welcome to Bitesize, which is our Monday little brother show. We've got the Friday live stream, the long run show, the award winning long run show. I've got a new camera. Well, it's not a new camera. We're trying the camera up there because we're going to be unboxing this in a minute. But yeah, anyway, so the award-winning shows on a Friday. We do that with the panel of coaches and everybody. And this is our sort of hangout on a Monday with you, the listeners, viewers, subscribers, members, whatever we call you. Just awesome people who join us on a Monday night. And like I always say, Bite Size is driven by you. So get your questions, comments, whatever it is, whatever you want to talk about this Monday at 8 o'clock, get them in the chat box. Let's light it up. Let's get it going. So let me know, how's your weekend? What were you racing? What were you wearing on your feet? More importantly, have you made any marathon training decisions about shoes? Maybe let me know, and all that kind of stuff. Thank you very much, Gary. Yes, we've got an unboxing. Especially, I almost messaged you to give you a pre-warning on this one. So let's see what it is in a bit. So let's bring you up to speed. I was at A6 10K yesterday. Thank you to every single person who shouted out to me, said hello to me, took a picture with me, said they love the podcast, said they love the channel. They're a club member, they're a community member, whatever it was. There was so much love coming my way yesterday, and honestly, it meant a lot. So I really do appreciate it. I think it's only when I go along to these events and races that I realise that there are people out there who generally listen to the nonsense that I talk about. So thank you very much. Honestly, means a lot. If you've not seen it, today we've launched with Start Fitness, our Good Vibrations, which is like a summer activity challenge thing. It's like 20 something things to do over the summer. Get involved in that. It's free. Go over to FORDYRUNS.com and you can download that. And yep, I just sneezed. And yeah, you can go over and get in the fun there. We're going to be ramping that up. So we're sort of doing this as a bit of a test, let's say, ready for a winter thing that we're going to be doing in partnership with them. So get involved. It's going to be a lot of fun. Make sure you tag me and Start Fitness as you tick off the activities that you do. I've got to give a shout out to the guys at Skechers who sponsored today's A6 10K video. If you didn't realize, I ran the A6 10K in the Speed Beast, the Skechers Speed Beast, which were a real joy. I've banged on about those shoes. I know they're not available. They're not readily available here in the UK, and I get all that, but I just really enjoy running in them. They were a lot of fun in London yesterday. So, yes, so big shout out to the guys at Skechers. Go to skechers.co.uk. Videos this week. We've got the Hyperion, which is the Tempo 2. That video was actually due to come out today, but because of the A6 10K vlog, that's now coming out tomorrow. We've had that shoe a while. I was very lucky to be given that some time ago. We've already had the Hyperion GTS, which is the sort of stability version of that shoe, which I'd really recommend if you require a stable shoe for like 5K tempo runs, fast work in your training. Thoroughly recommend the Hyperion GTS. But the Hyperion Tempo 2, let's call it, video drops tomorrow. So watch out for that one. We've also got at the end of the week, if I can get into editing it, is the Kayano 30. That video is going to probably come Thursday or Friday. I'm not 100% sure yet. Depends on time and things like that to get edited. What was the other thing? I think that's about it. Thanks to all the subscribers. Thanks to all the members. Make sure you've joined the 40 Runs Running Club. You can join as a social free member or as an affiliated member. Right, so that's all the admin done. Whew, sorry about that, but we got there eventually. And let's have a quick look already who's in the house. Again, guys, if you're listening or watching this live, get your questions, comments, everything into the chat box as we go through. Firstly, let me know what you think's in here. I think you guys are probably going to be a little bit disappointed because I've got a feeling I know what it is, but just as a heads up, okay? It's nothing too mental like the Primex Strung 2, okay? So just a bit of a spoiler, but I think I know what it's in there, but I wanted to leave it. I said to Gary that next one we get coming on a Monday, and they're smart enough to send it in on a Monday, we would open it up. So let's see. But yeah, good evening to everybody. Usual faces: Mike, Dawn, Caro, Bam Bam, Craig, Mick, Mark, James, Gary, Gavin, and everybody else. Thank you very much for joining us live. Thank you very much to all the new faces that are joining us as well. And like I said, if you listen to this as a podcast, I hope you're enjoying your run. Okay, so should we open this up first and then get into the questions? What do you reckon? Should we do that? Now, as a YouTuber, right? As a shoe YouTuber, I don't like to use the word shoe tuber, but it's Hayden in the box. Hayden's on his way back. I think he might kill me when he gets back. You need a knife because you need to do unboxing, whether it be pre-recorded or live, as we are now. Because obviously, the first week we did it, I officially became a YouTuber because I unboxed something live on YouTube. But you need a knife to sort of do the boxes because we're very lucky. We obviously get a lot of boxes. So let's open this one up. I think I know what it is in terms. Oh, sorry, I think I know who the brand is. Okay, but I may be wrong. Oh, you're still there? Can you still hear me? They do send big boxes. By the way, if you're listening to this on the podcast, I'm cutting up a box, which is not very interesting. Always put the knife away, just in case the kids are around. By the way, little tip. You're welcome. I was right. What do you want to see first, the shoes, or do you want to see the kit? Let me know. Actually, I'm going to go kit because I want to know. So this is from New Balance. This box is a care package from New Balance, okay? If you didn't know, I'm doing the New York City Marathon. Thank you very much to the guys from Believe in the Run. Please make sure you subscribe to their YouTube channel, follow them on Instagram. But because of them, I'm doing the New York City Marathon with New Balance. So I've got a care package here from New Balance. They've already sent me some stuff. But we've got new stuff here. What we got? We've got a very underwhelming T-shirt that no one will notice me in. if you're watching, listen to the podcast, it's like luminous yellow. If you Double O Doug, I saw Double O Doug in London today as I was running along. I don't think you'll miss me in this one, brother, as well. So yeah, look out for me in this bright yellow New Balance top. That's just really thin. I quite like that. So that's a New Balance something or other. Sorry, accelerate. And just if Toby's going to be watching this back, it's extra small. Just says it on there, extra small. Some other bits in it. We'll rush through this paper because it's not very interesting. We'll come on to the shoes. I like that. Nice top, like jumpery thing. Yeah, jumpery thing. That'd be nice on the plane to New York, wouldn't it? Keep me warm while I'm off my nut and drugs, just to make me sure I get on the plane. Another one. Oh, they've already sent me some stuff, which is really nice of them. What's this one? This is jacket. So, which would be ideal tomorrow because apparently in the UK it's going to rain. So I don't know whether this is a windshield or a jacket, but we'll have a look at that later. I might wear that. It's wind resistant, so I won't wear that tomorrow because apparently it's going to chuck it down. Okay, right, shoes, people. But anyway, thanks very much, New Balance. Oh, just crashed into the microphone. Sorry about that if you're listening. So here we go. We got Fresh Foam More. There we go. So that's what's in the box. Fresh Foam V4. What do you think of the colorway? Actually, that's quite cool. Actually, I like the colorway. What do you think? Let me know if you're watching to this. Yeah. Okay. So we now got in the rotation from New Balance. We've got these. for the easy miles. We've got the SC Trainer 2, which I know is a what's it load of money, but I can't recommend them enough. I think, and that's not, it makes no difference whether New Balance are sending me to New York or not. It's just a really good shoe. I really enjoy running in the SC Trainer 2. And I've got the SC Elite 3. I've got that bright cut. Actually, just realised the Elite matches me top. Hardcore. I might wear them tomorrow. And yeah, so there's nothing else in here. Hang on. I don't know if you can still hear me. Hang on. We should be back. So proof that it's live, people. If you're listening to this on the podcast, I did just pull my headphones out. Oh, it's amateur hour. Anyway, so I can't even remember what I was saying now, but thank you very much, New Balance. Thank you very much to the guys that believe in the run for sorting me out all those bits and bobs. So there we go. Another unboxing on the channel. Let's chat that over there. Right, okay. So let's get into the most important part, which is hearing from you guys. So again, if you're watching this live, get your questions in, get your comments. Here we go. So Gavin he's been wearing the Nimbus 25. No, hang on. War had the Nimbus 25. What does that mean, Gavin? War had the Nimbus 25. Nimbus 25 is a good shoe. Warm. It's very warm. But it's a very good shoe. Very comfortable shoe. And that's one thing I would say about the Kayano 30. A 30 is a very comfortable version. It's probably the most comfortable stability shoe that I've worn. Ryan saying, good evening, Fordy. Signed up to do the Manchester Marathon. A little apprehensive as I've only done London before. There's nothing to be apprehensive about. I would be excited about it, Ryan. I think you're going to have a great time. Enjoy your training. Even start thinking about now. Sounds a funny thing to say, but start thinking about now your training block and plan and how that's going to look and things like that. I've been doing a lot of plans the last week or two for people who have already got places in London and hang on, putting that away. Places in London and decided to do Manchester or whatever. I'm doing a lot of plans for those guys, and I think it's really worth getting that in place now. Might sound a bit nuts because you want to do some work before you get there, before you get to that point on whatever it is that you go into that plan. So start doing the building blocks now. Mike, what are your thoughts on the A6 10K? I was one of the unlucky ones who, with my two running partners, who walked away with a finishers t-shirt and a goodie bag, 40 quid entry, up your game. Who walked away without a finishers t-shirt. I can't. Yeah, I feel sorry for the people who didn't get a finishers t-shirt because they're quite nice actually. And the goodie bag situation. The goodie bag, as far as I was aware, if it's what I got given, was a can of Tenzin, can of beer, and some like mint stuff, gum thing. So it's not really a goodie bag. It's just some drinks that you'd normally get anyway. So I wouldn't. If that's the goodie bag, maybe I missed it. I thought the medal was excellent. I thought the t-shirt was excellent, and I can only apologise. I don't know why I'm apologising. I had nothing to do with the event, but I just feel sorry for people not getting a t-shirt. And yeah, I just think that needs to be sorted out. It's just annoying that they don't get that right. I just think that's a bit annoying. Mark's picked up the Primex Strung in orange for 130 quid. That's a very good deal. 130 quid for the Primex Strung is a very good deal, actually. Yeah, we like the Primex Strung on this channel. Evening from Portugal. I think, where was he? Wasn't Craig in Portugal? Everyone's in Portugal. Why didn't I get the invite to Portugal? I'm continuing the Chicago training for the next 3 weeks in the Super Blast or Boston 12s bought with me. I have to say I'm an A6 fan, but I'm loving the Boston 12s. Great review, Chris. Yes, thank you very much for that. I did make a bold call on the... I think I made a bold call last year on the Super Blast, and I think, or was it this year, about the fact that I think that's the best marathon training shoe. I made a big song and dance about that. I think that got lost in translation somewhere along the line, but I can't emphasize that enough. And I think and I made a big song and dance about the Boston 12, which I do think, honestly, is the best sort of super trainer out there for the everyday runner because it is that daily training shoe that can do everything. It is on the slightly firmer side, but I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, because that Light Strike 2.0, which is softer than Light Strike, does soften up as well. So you're going to really enjoy that, and I think you're going to get quite a few miles out of those. So yes, Julie's saying she's enjoyed the A6 10K video. Thank you very much, and thanks everybody who watched our Elite Runners video from the weekend. If you haven't seen that, watch that on Sunday. I mean, I still can't believe it. People think we make these videos and we're being serious in them, but yeah, they're just watch it. You'll know what I mean. It's the vlog from Sunday. I enjoy making those videos. I think they're fun to do. The shoe reviews are great, and reviewing all the kit, which is awesome that we get sent. Amazing. But I really do love making the race vlogs and those runners weekend videos, but the race vlogs in particular, when I get to hang out with my mates and have some fun. So thank you very much. If you've not seen today's video, make sure you watch it all the way to the end. All right, just watch it all the way to the end. I'm not saying any more than that. Mark's here. Gavin's back. Even Chris took the Nimbus 25 for the inaugural outing yesterday. So smooth. We'll be using them from Maine to Chicago. Training in London 24. Yeah, as I said, the Nimbus 25 is such a comfortable shoe. It really is. And I've seen that you can pick them up cheaper now. So you can go Start Fitness, use my code FORDY RUNS, get 10% off there. But you're gonna be able to pick them up. Some of the first colorways now, you're gonna be getting them a lot cheaper. And I would recommend having a look at it. It's a cruise. It's very similar to the More 4. It's that sort of easy mileage shoe that you can just pick up and run with. So that's the More 4, fits in very much similar sort of where my Skechers Max Road 6 are. So I'm really lucky. Obviously, we're doing Berlin Marathon with Skechers, so I've got the Max Road 6, I've got the Go Ride 11, and I've got the Speed Beast to sort of cover some of the miles off. So I'm alternating between them, and I'm alternating between them and the New Balance stuff, and obviously any other shoes that we get into review. So I'm really lucky. But I do think if you're marathon training, to have that shoe that can just look after you when you're feeling a bit beat up, I think it's really nice to have. Or get the Super Blast, which does everything. Paul, live once again. Thank you very much, Paul. Less than a week before the Durham City 10K, goals have gone from sub 45 to complete with no injuries. Gutted. Pulled an abdominal muscle. Oh Jesus. Well, just take it easy, Paul. There's always another day. Evening all class, glasses, purple, yellow diamond. I've got no idea what that is, Jay, but thanks for joining in. Alfie's loving the A6 10K video. Need to cowboy up and do the weekly food shop, but now you've started. Yeah, good shout. Paul, love your podcast. Thank you very much, Paul. I'm looking for some trail shoes. I've been wearing like I mentioned, the New Balance more. I think they're version 3, the trail version, the big stack things. They're really nice, heavy but soft. But I wear Saucony Tempest on the roads. I think you'd enjoy the Convara Pro, by the way. But looking to move into ultras. Wow. Okay. If I was to run an ultra tomorrow, I'd wear the Super Blast. Just a heads up, because it's so big and comfortable, and no plate in it. I wouldn't necessarily want a plate for an ultra. I don't know what everyone's view on that is. I've got no idea. I'm not running an ultra, but I wouldn't necessarily want a plate. So I would probably go, if you said to me, Fordy, if you don't run an ultra tomorrow, yums are going to be made illegal, then I would probably go for the Super Blast. Here we go. Kurt, can you explain junk miles? Yeah, junk miles are just miles to where they've got no purpose. You're not really doing anything with them. You've got to be real careful of those. In a plan, listen, we will do junk miles, yeah. But to optimize your training, to optimize what you're doing, you really need to make sure that 9 out of your 10 runs in your week have got a purpose. You'll get something out of the session, even if it's a 15-minute session, but you're absolutely nailing it. Do you know what I mean? That's the important thing. So try and avoid those junk miles. You don't ever want to look back at your week, whether it's a 7-day week or a 9-day training period, whatever it is, and go back. You know what? A couple of those runs, sort of in zone 3, I was just doing them for the sake of doing them. Always have a purpose with it. Good evening, Trail Running 77. Mike's we're on the box at the moment. Mega milk deal for Toe. Yeah, he was having way too much fun yesterday. His pictures were an absolute Mickey take. Admin ran a PB and he's just mucking about with the camera, which is a bit strong. Evening all started training for Great Scottish Run, half marathon today. Thinking Tempest for this one. Yeah, Tempest is a fantastic shoe. Like I said, the Kinvara Pro I think works well with it, but the problem is with the Kinvara Pro, it's 200 and something quid, which is a real problem. Evening all from Gemma. I wear the Nike Zoom Structure as overpronate, and I need a lot, and I need stability. Fine for daily training, but not speed sessions. Any recommendation for stability? Yes. Okay. So Gemma, I said it at the start. And I wouldn't race in them, but if you're looking for a stable or stability shoe, built stability shoe for those quicker sessions, for those intervals, those 5K, push efforts, or you got a fartlek or whatever, get yourself the Hyperion GTS from Brooks. Fantastic shoe, really is. It's on the firm side, but it's a fantastic shoe. Really is quick and lightweight. Yeah, it'll do the job. So that's the Brooks Hyperion GTS. Paul, evening 40. Hope marathon training and yourself in general are good. Thank you very much. Yeah, marathon training got, I wouldn't say into full swing because I've been doing it for a couple of weeks, but I'm now, haven't got any races as far as I'm aware for the next couple of weeks. So I can really knuckle down on the long run. So I've worked really hard on trying to get the sort of patterns back, the double runs into the week and that sort of stuff. But the weekend runs have been relatively low in mileage. So I've been, 30, 35 miles a week, which is fine for the start of marathon training for me. But this week we go up. The long run comes in, so 16 miles on Saturday with an element of that goal pace. Not a hell of a lot because it's early in the plan. Early in the plan. So I've got to show some restraint. Because I've got to go again, obviously, on Monday. So, but the mileage starts picking up. So that's where I'm at. Which shoe do you think between the Boston 12 and the A6 Evo Ride Speed? It's not I would say, a comparative shoe, really, which might sound a funny thing to say, but I think the Boston 12 is more of a daily trainer, where the Evo Ride Speed is probably more towards the speed side of things. I think if you're looking at the Evo Ride Speed, you'd be better off looking at a Magic Speed. So I don't know exactly what you're looking for. So tell me exactly what you're looking for. If you're looking for a super trainer that's going to take up the daily miles, that's going to be able to do a bit of everything, and you're training and that, then go Boston 12. There we go. Hope that helped. Thanks, guys, for all the comments and questions. Keep them coming. I use Speed 2. Evening, Sam. I use Speed 2 for tempo and long intervals. Puma DB8 Nitro Elite, great shoe for short intervals, and Speed 3 for long runs. I'm not enjoying the Speed 2s at the moment. DB8 Nitro Elite. If it was me, I'd probably switch your 3s into your 2s, maybe. And I would look for something maybe non-plated for the long runs. I know it's only a TPU plate, but maybe look again, Super Blast, perfect shoe for that. Perfect shoe. I tell you what, is a good shoe that's I think it's finally released now. Is the Triumph 21? That's a super comfortable shoe. But just look for something to soak up the miles, and then you can drop the Speed 3s back in when you start putting goal pace work in, or even light them up with a Puma DB8 Nitro Elite. You could literally do. I don't know what you're training for, but let's say you're doing a half marathon training plan. You could do your 10-mile goal pace run in your elites. Why not? So yeah, I would look for something with a non-plate to add into that rotation if it was me. Something comfortable, like I say, More 4, Triumph 21, Super Blast, Max Roads. Oh, my Max Road 6 has got a training plate in it, but something like that, I would stick into that mix. Matt Nash, presuming you will have to run New York in New Balance shoes and kit, correct? Yes. Do you know what shoes you'll have on race day? I do not. Hang on a sec. Chair's just gone down. I do not know the shoe that I'll be racing on race day. Whatever it is, I'm sure it's going to be fine. It's going to be great fun. Hopefully it's like the SC Trainer 2, because as I said, I've been really getting on well with them, but it could be the SC Elite 3. Who knows? They're really kind and really great. The guys that believe in the run and New Balance to sort all this kit out for me and obviously sort the place out for me. But yeah, I'll be full New Balance kit, which is the least I can do for sorting me out place in the New York City Marathon. So yeah. What's this? Next care package from Saw Running. That's unlikely to happen. I don't think I'm on their Christmas card list. Roger Hammond, got my first 20-mile run this Sunday. Cool. What are you training for, Roger? Thank you, Team 40, for the compass run idea. It actually gives me the confidence I need to get through this. Good luck. Just enjoy it. I absolutely love marathon training. I mean, I love marathon training. So, I love these weekends where I've got 16, 18, 20 miles. I love it. Absolutely love it. I love it when the mileage goes up. I just get excited about it. I just love it. I ain't that fussed about the actual race itself. I just love marathon training. Ashley, you just watched an old video a few minutes ago. Great Yarmouth Park run. Need to tick around. Yeah, we had a great time down there. It was part of our club event that Carolyn and Alan put on. If you're not part of the Facebook group, make sure you join the Facebook group. It's incredible. I'm gonna say, make sure you join the running club. If you're abroad, you can join as a social member. We've got the global running group that goes out on a Monday and a Wednesday for a virtual run. Anybody can join that. Just get over, become a social member of the club. It's totally free. Totally free. We have really zero barriers to entry for 40 Runs Running Club. You can be anywhere in the world to be part of 40 Runs Running Club. And you don't have to be a club member to have a shirt. We literally have no barriers to entry at 40 Runs Running Club. That's the most important thing to us. And it's only going to get bigger, people. If the stuff that I'm working on comes off, it will blow your mind in 2024. Okay, so just get set. Get on the bus now before it leaves. All right, is all I'm saying to you. John E. I'm concentrating on shorter distances at the moment. Need to improve my top end speed and strength before going back to marathon training. That's a good shout. He's got the Takumi Sen 9 for fast sub. That's a great shoe. Very similar to the Takumi Sen 8. Interested to know if anybody's done a comparison between the Takumi Sen 9 and Takumi Sen and the Adios 8. I'd be very interested to know which is preferred and why. Oh, I tell you what, I've got to give a shout out to talking about Adidas, old Ed Bud. Saw Ed yesterday, scared the life out of him. He was in the pen, the corral. Gave him a shout out. Had a quick chat with Ed. Nice to see him. Hopefully, we can get something together. Sent him over an email today. See if he wants to come on here or do some vids together. I think it'd be pretty awesome. So I'd love to do something with him. And obviously, Orby Running was there yesterday. Big shout out to him. Got his PB. I knew he was going to do it. Ben was kind enough to run around with him. Ben is running, so that was really nice of him. Big fan of Ben's. If you've not seen that, I tell you what was good. If you've not seen the, and I'm not going to say too much because admin will kill me, but if you've not seen the Ginger Runners review of the On Cloud Echo Boom 3, the one that's everybody's on Instagram's got, go over and watch that from the Ginger Runner. I'm not going to say any more than that. Right, Paul Harrod. Just for easy miles and possibly a half marathon in October. Paul, I've lost track of where I am. That's my fault. Let me go back. What shoe? Oh, so okay, I'm with you now. What shoe would you wear between the Boston 12 and the? I would then go Boston 12. Nice colour. Yeah, the blue. Gary's loving the unboxing. Thank you, brother. Inspired by you. Christina Run. She has the New York City edition. I like them for recovery walking, but they're very squishy. Yes, they're very soft. The fuel cell in the SC Trainer 3, very soft. I use them specifically for faster workouts. I can't run slow in them because my legs get to bits. So I do like them. They're quick, but I can't do slower stuff in them. Gary, what 2023 would you recommend for a marathon in October? I have the Vaporfly. I would still go with the Adidas Adios Pro 3. If it was me, I'd probably go with that. I think that's still the the best marathon shoe out there at the moment. Obviously, the SC Trainer 2 is but I don't know whether that's a marathon shoe or it's a training shoe. I can't work that one out whether I'd wear that yet. I really like it, but that's personal preference. You can wear it, but it's personal preference is what I'm saying. So I don't know whether I would. I don't know. I'll have to make a decision over the next 16 odd weeks on that one. But yes, I would recommend the Adios Boston. Boston, yes, Adidas Pro. You know what I mean. Got a boss. Someone just wrote. Penny wrote about Boston 12. I was reading it. Is it true? So this is worrying. Sean, is it true that running shoes that point upwards at the toes is actually damaging? I've got absolutely no idea. It's going to surprise you, Sean, right? But I'm not a scientist or a doctor of anything really. Which I know is going to surprise and shock a lot of people. So best not comment on that. I'm in need of a new marathon shoe. Yeah, just go for the Adidas Pro. Gemma's back with a question. Do you do any strength and conditioning? Yes, I'm in the gym. Any key exercise? Received a place in the ballot. Well done. I spoke about it actually on Friday's podcast. Listen back to that. I gave actually a set of things that I've been given to do, and I didn't understand them, so I asked Alan because I'm not doing them right. But go back and listen to or watch Friday's episode. There's a part in there where I talk about it, Gemma. But I would obviously thoroughly recommend getting in the gym. Chris, hi, 40. Love the shows. Thank you very much. Makes the commute to and from work much more fun. I appreciate that. I'm glad that you take us with you. Training for London. Purchase some Nimbus 25s. Find they hurt my heel and foot arch. What could that mean? That they're not for you. Get rid of them. If you're training for London and they're not, they're hurting your heel and foot arch, you might need. I don't know whether they're irritating. It may be you may need more support in your arch. You may not. I don't know exactly what it is. But I would strongly recommend you get rid of those and look for something that gives you the support in your arch. Skechers, for example, have got the arch fit in them. But yeah, you want to find something that is good to wear now. So maybe try to Triumph 21, for example, or the Fresh Foam more, which I've got down there. But I would recommend you send them back if possible. I just picked up the Ride 15 for just over £60. Will I regret it? No, they're worth it. If you've not seen the video I did with Start Fitness where I asked them to kit me out for under £100, and they did it. They managed to do. Well, they made £101, which somebody called me out on as well. Legends. But yeah, the Ride 15 is just a great daily train. It's what the Pegasus should be. It really is. Julie's loving the videos. Thank you very much. Clean Stone. Hi, 40. My daughter was very lucky to get a ballot pace as well. Wow. Can you recommend a great training shoe for her, preferably at a decent price? Yeah, I mean, there's the Ride 15. We just said about it. It's 65 quid currently on Start Fitness, right? If you or I don't know what the Nova Blast 3 is on there, but something like that, where it's well under £100. Listen, if you've got money's no object, then go and buy the Super Blast or the Kinvara Pro if you pronate, right? But whatever it is, if money's no object, get one of those two shoes. Or if you want something with a plate, go and get the SC Trainer 2. But I think that's going to do you fine. The Boston 12 is a great shoe, but it's £140. Yes, you can use my code and you can get it for 120. Maths not great. 125, 126 quid. But again, it's all about money, right? And unfortunately, most of us haven't got much of it. So you go down at the bottom end of the scale and pick up the Ride 15 or something like that. Or you go up to like the Boston 12, or you go like Kinvara Pro, Super Blast, SC Trainer 2. That's the sort of scales I would work on, really. Penny's asking, is the Pro 3 a good addition to the Boston 12? Yes, they complement each other very well. Nick, just got the New Balance SC version 2 on your recommendation to join the Boston 12. 3 best super trainers. Yeah, I think that probably is actually. I don't know whether you can. I wouldn't class the Super Blast as a super trainer, which is controversial because I don't think I think super trainers gets probably some form of plate in it, whether it's plastic or carbon, whatever. But I do think the Super Blast is a fantastic shoe, and I think it complements what you've got there very well. Actually, you've got race day shoe in the SC version 2, which you can do your goal pace work in. You've got your Boston 12 for your daily stuff, and then you've got the Super Blast, which can soak up some of the recovery easy work, but also can cover some of those longer miles. So that's like a perfect. Is it a trifecta? I don't know if that's the right word. There you go. What's this? Jove. Evening. Hi, Chris. Think of doing the big half as a pre-marathon race for Berlin to try all my gear. I'm going to be there. I'm doing it. I wasn't going to do it, but I'm now doing it. It's part of the lead up to the New York City Marathon. I'm doing Berlin, by the way. Make sure if you are doing the Berlin Marathon that you come along to the Shakeout Run. We're waiting to confirm the exact location, but it will be in the center of town, and it will be at 11 o'clock that we do that. So make sure you come along to that. I think it's a brilliant idea to do the big half as a sort of test run for all your gear. I think it's a brilliant place to do it. Just watch the cobbles and don't pay much attention to your time, because when you go through the tunnel at the start for about, I think it's about 3 months you're in there, you don't have any GPS. So I wouldn't necessarily, I run that race purely to feel. I think that's the only way you can run that race is purely to feel. But it's a great idea to test your stuff. And yes, definitely get the Adidas Pro 3 for Berlin. Or maybe you could get the 4. I'm not going to say anything more about that. New Dolphin shoes, February. Did I tell you that? I don't remember to tell you that. Speed 3, Pro 3, Prime X Strung or DV8 Nitro 2 for a marathon. Oh, blimey, right. All around 150 quid. Are you talking, Tristan? Are you talking for the race, or are you talking for training and race? Let me know. And is that the Socky Dolphin Pro 3 or the Adidas Pro 3? Let me know. You've got 8 minutes to respond. Loch Ness, another Loch Ness Marathon run up there, Bam Bam, if you're listening still. Julie, you're asking for a satellite group near you. Firstly, Julie, are you doing the virtual runs on a Monday and Wednesday? If you're not, no excuse. Make sure you join in with that. You can just go over to the website. It's free to join in. And with regards to the satellite group, where are you located? Why don't you start one? I always say to the people who say, "Oh, there's no one near me." Well, why don't you start one? Nothing to stop you. Think about all these heroes out there that started 40 Run satellite groups. We've got over 30 of them now in the UK. We've got one starting in other parts of the world soon. So if you want to start a 40 Run satellite group wherever you are in the world and you want to bring everyday runners together, get in touch. Don't wait for somebody else to do it. For the race and Adidas Pro 3, I would go with the exactly what you just wrote, Tristan. I would go for the Adidas Pro 3 for the race. Mike, our curiosity, how long would a short interval run be in time and distance? I usually, if I'm doing a sort of interval session, I do a good sort of 10-minute easy warm up, and I mean, really easy. But within that, I would then elevate my heart rate up, do a few strides, that sort of stuff, and then I'll get into it for about 25 minutes, 30 minutes max, and I'll do 5-minute easy jog afterwards, maybe 10 minutes, depending on how I was on time. Hope that helps. Lewis, I'll do that interval to effort. Don't try and think about it in terms of pace on your watch. Lewis loves the channel. Thank you very much. What do you think would be the best marathon race for someone who's stability? Guys, if you've not watched the Kinvara Pro video, you need to get with the program. If you are in need of some stability and you want a marathon racer, buy the Kinvara Pro. Okay? I'm not going to go on about it any more than that. Out of those two you mentioned, the Adidas Pro 3 would be my preference for you. And Tristan, they do fit true to size. I'm like multitasking here. First time listener, Gemma, what's she saying? First time I think I'll be signed up to Gemma, you should, everybody, there's no reason, right? Wherever you are in the world, not to be, unless you're obviously a member of some other club, but if you're not a member of a club, you can join 40 Runs Running Club for free, right? And there you go. You crack on. If you're in the UK, in England, and you want to be part of the affiliated club and you get all the benefits, and like we've got 4 London marathon places that we're going to ballot off to club members, then it's 17 quid, I think it is. Which all that money goes to England Athletics. Again, no barrier to entry, people, at this club. And I really strongly recommend look at what was happening in the A6 10K this weekend. We had these amazing people, It really just hits it home when I see, Chloe and John running along, and I see the messages today, people going down the pub, and it's just incredible. And there's no hang-ups about, we got to run this time, we got to run this speed, we got to run this distance, we're running together, all this sort of stuff. It's nothing to do with that. It's just about having some fun, coming together, doing a bit of running and enjoying it, being supportive and being part of a movement. And I think, you guys, honestly, I can't recommend it enough. It's nothing to do with me. I'm just, the guy who makes a lot of noise about it. It's all the other people involved in it, and they make it what it is, the individuals. It's incredible. It really is, people. Just get involved. No matter where you are in the world, get involved. Even if it's just joining the Facebook community, and you'll see what's going on. I'm going to rush through these. I got the Super Blast on your recommendation. I had them for a few months. I have to say, my favourite shoes. Yeah, Mick, honestly, Super Blast is a absolute beast of a shoe. Julie. So I'm not sure I'm qualified to start a group. I'm really experienced. I'm thinking about Berry. Julie, it's more about, are you a sort of person who can bring people together? And can you commit to one day a week or one evening a week to bring people together? 40 Runs, we're an affiliated club. We can put you through the training. So don't worry about that. It's more about, are you the person who's going to turn up every week and bring people together and be that consistent thing in set people's lives? Because these leaders that we have in the club, the satellite run leaders that we have in the club all over the country, are genuinely changing people's lives. Because there's some people who, before their satellite group, they were too, nervous about going to a running club and meeting other people through running. And now they're just like fully ingrained in it. And it takes that one person to start it and bring these people together. Even if one person, you're meeting one person, locally every week, it's just you could be changing that person's life. They can come out and they can talk about stuff. You could talk about stuff. That's the difference that it can make on a week by week basis to people. So don't let barriers get in the way. Kurt, when is the Adios Pro 4 coming out? No comment, Your Honor. I'm not saying any more than that. And I think that's actually a really good place to wrap it up in a way. I really, really enjoyed tonight. Thank you very much. It's interesting to see that you guys are still really digging the Super Blast. I think it's really interesting to see that you're asking the questions about these marathon shoes, because you've got these marathons that are coming up, or half marathons. Adidas Pro 3 seems to be a good shout still. And I know you can you can pick that up cheap now. I think it will come a little bit cheaper if you're not that fussed about sizes, about colours, sorry. Make sure you get the right size. And they do fit true to size. Thank you, Kurt. Make sure you hit the like button. It's really interesting how the conversation sort of changed over the last few weeks or months that we've been doing this, where it was all about speed shoes, fast shoes, and now we're really starting to switch attention over to marathon training, half marathon training, as people get into it. Right, okay, so that's it from me. I'm on the long run show, just make sure I was before I said it, on Friday. We're talking about what to do now there's no races. So make sure you tune in for that. I'm on at 7. Hayden's, I think he's on. And we're doing the second part of the quiz. And yeah, so we're catching up with the guys. Make sure you tune into that. Make sure, as always, you enjoy your running. There's no point doing it if you don't enjoy it. I've plugged everything to death tonight, so apologies if it has come across a bit pluggy, but I just want to make sure you're aware of all this stuff, because I still see people today asking me, do we have any codes for any retailers? Well, yeah, I think, we've got the codes for about a million different things, like the socks and the shoe socks and Safe Sky and all this stuff. So, I've got to keep reminding you about these things. And I think that's probably about it. So have a great week. Enjoy your training. Hopefully I'll see some of you again next Monday. We're back live as usual at 8 o'clock. Wouldn't it be great if we could get Ed on next week? So let's see. I'll I'll keep pestering him. So I sent over an email. So hopefully he gets the time to be able to respond to that and we can do something together. And yeah, so that's it from me. I shall see you all soon. Let me find the outro. Does anybody know where it is? I got it. Right, guys. I'll see you later. Thanks very much. Yeah, take care. All the best.